Well, g'day everyone, welcome back to another episode. If you missed last week's episode, we got a little bit off the beaten track and went to the less travelled or less visited side of Carnarvon National Park. Known as the Mount Moffat section, we discovered an amazing landscape of sandstone structures and features, pulled into West Branch camping area, one of the best bush camps we've been to in a very long time, and then set about exploring. Did a little four-wheel driving and uncovered some of the best Indigenous art we've seen in a very long time. This was an epic experience and it's not over yet. In this week's episode, we continue to explore the park a little bit further, some more of those sandstone structures, more four-wheel driving, but it doesn't all go well. We have a little incident with the drone. Let's just say it got a little caught up. And we wrap it up with this awesome sunset up at the lookout. Can't wait to show you all this, so let's dive into it. Off for another explore this morning, a little bit of adventure again. So there's a couple of features in the park still that we haven't seen yet. So first one is Marlong Arch, which is this sort of arch formation in the sandstone. Had a good night last night, got the fire going, cooked up a mad little feed on the fire.
Oh, it's so good.
Did a Spanish chicken pasta dish with olives and
chorizo and chicken and capsicum.
Yeah, we use this Beerenberg, if you've heard of that brand. They make some wicked stuff. Like a recipe base for that, like a slow cooker recipe base, and it was it was bloody tasty. I picked that up actually when we were in
what's that little town?
Mullaney.
Yeah.
Bit of excitement already though this morning. Harrison had another tick in him, so we've had a few ticks.
So I was just giving James a bath, a little bird bath, a little wipe down with the face washer, and I noticed he had a tick on him. So we've actually got this, which is it's like almost like a teaspoon, a little V cut out of it. It's called a tick remover. They're the bomb for getting rid of ticks. So once I found the first one, we did a really thorough check on both boys and we found 13 ticks. They were playing in the campground today. They were in and around trees. They were smashing up some stumps. They were just being boys. We'll obviously keep a really close eye on the boys, make sure we've got them all. And then Simon and I need to give ourselves a thorough check tonight. That should be fun, hey Dale? Fun times. Anyway, it's one to add to your first aid kit. It's the second time the first aid kit's come out today. James also stepped on a twig or stepped on something running around with no shoes on and cut his bottom of his foot open today. So yeah, make sure your first aid kit's well stocked, especially if you've got kids.
We didn't have the tick spoon with us, unfortunately, so I just grabbed the tweezers out of the first aid kit and whipped it out. It wasn't in too deep yet, so I was able to grab it with the tweezers. But have a look at this arch. This is pretty cool.
This is really cool. That's so cool. There's like holes everywhere, like in the sandstone. It's all ripply and bubbly out of. It looks like someone's made it out of clay. This is so cool. Oh, hello, gorgeous. What are you doing in there?
Mum's in an easier path.
Is it an easier path?
Yeah.
Can you see any bird holes on that side?
Looking for a light I've never known.
What is it?
It's a carter shell.
Will it be out in the wilderness or will it be? One more night with the dead.
We're now at Kookaburra Cave. So this is 850 metres in off the main track. The arch was, 50 metres from the track, really close. So most of these ones we're doing today are pretty short walks. I think this is the longest one actually. I've got to say this whole park is obviously stunning and beautiful and seems really relatively well maintained. All the campgrounds and everything are pretty well maintained and everything, but the only thing that's really lacking is signage, information signs. We love it when parks have a good amount of information at each of the attractions you're going to. There was a heap at the main information booth near the ranger station, but apart from the tombs that we went to a couple of days ago, there hasn't really been any information at each of the sites to sort of tell you what it is you're looking at and what the surrounding area is. Normally there's signs about the vegetation, the geology, things like that, as well as the Indigenous culture and all that sort of stuff. So that'd be good to see a bit more of that. But our advice on that is just, we tend to do this anyway, just so that we've got the information to share with you guys. But yeah, if you can, just take photos when you do go to the information booth, or any of the brochures at the information centre back in June is a good tip, because then you can refer to it when you get there. What's in the area and how long the hikes are, how difficult they are, all that sort of jazz. Apparently we're looking for a kookaburra stencil in the cave, hence the name. So let's go and see if we can find it. Oh, this might be it, boys. This might be the cave, eh?
Is this kookaburra cave?
A big hangover. Oh yeah, you can see some carvings up in the cave there.
And that one's the head in there.
We're trying to find this this kookaburra that's apparently in the cave here. There's a lot of scratchings and a lot of markings you can see, and yeah, obviously a few paintings as well. There's a lot of handprints similar to what we saw at the tombs the other day. I'm wondering if it's this up here.
This big yellow one. Oh yeah.
See that carving? Like it looks like almost like a cockatoo's crest, and then
I reckon it's the yellow ones, because all the rest are red.
I tell you what is disappointing to see is there's clearly a walkway and a viewing platform here that allows you to get a good view of the cave without disturbing it. And there's, in the sand here, there's just footprints everywhere where people just, what's the need for that? Like, it's clearly done to preserve it. I just don't get it. Like, just arrogant idiots. Just, it really grinds me, eh?
Yeah.
Like, if there's clearly a defined area where they've allowed for you to go and view this sort of stuff. This is the sort of crap that gets these places like this locked up, and then no one gets to enjoy it. No one gets to see it. Like, does my head in. Pull your head in, whoever it is out there that thinks you're better than the rest of us.
And like, for me, I think this is such a special place for a lot of Indigenous people, and you don't know what the like background behind it is. Like, is it a women's only place? Is it a men's only place? Is it some sort of special, you know, ceremony? And then to have just, I don't know, anyone just waltz on in there. Yeah, it really annoys us. And then it annoys us too when, you know, people have done the wrong thing and then big accounts share it. So yeah, happy days.
Yeah, this is yeah, I don't want to go on about it too much, but
fair enough.
it's a privilege. It's a privilege to be able to come and visit these sites, not a right of ours. This isn't, you know, this isn't ours. This is theirs and their culture that's pre-existed us by thousands of years. So I just show some respect. Like, you wouldn't go walking through a cemetery and stomp on all the graves. It's the same thing. Like, it just, yeah, it upsets me. Anyway, we're going to try and find this kookaburra. I don't know, we might have found it and not realised, but...
Don't be sad about that, because it might be that remember little people when they were here, stepping around. It might have been that.
It could have been.
This one here.
Why do you think that's the kookaburra?
So, like, the bottom, the one with the two like this, and the three down, those ones could be like its feet and legs and stuff. I found that kookaburra. And then, and then that hand there could be its like body, and then the hand the furthest that way is its head and neck.
Yeah, I think you might be right, boys. I reckon that's it, eh?
Yeah, because what if you tried looking at it upside down? If there is, then look out!
I created hell for myself.
We just lost the drone into a tree. Uh-oh. All right, let's come up with a plan. Is it in that tree?
Yeah.
How high up?
Right at the top.
Do not climb the tree, darling.
No, tree.
You're not going up the tree.
I've got to go up the tree. The drone's right at the top of this pine tree.
How are you
Right
gonna
up there.
do that? Are you just going to try and shake
I'm going
the
to
tree?
climb. No, I'm going to climb up and get the drone, Liz.
You're going to die.
I'm going to. I've got to get it back. It's some of the best footage I've ever taken. Please.
Give it a shake.
Shake what? It's a bloody half a metre diameter tree. Ah, look at you. Did he climb up there by himself, obviously?
You climbed up here.
Are you going up?
I don't know how. I don't even know how we did that.
I don't know how he did it either. I'm about to climb up a massive tree to try and get our drone back. At the very least, I want the SD card back to get the footage back out of it and the photos. Hey, it's this one here.
That one?
Yeah.
Which one?
That big pine tree, that tallest one.
How are you going to get up there?
I'm going to climb the tree.
What the?
He's as sceptical as Liz is. At the very least, even if the drone's trashed, I want to get this SD card back because it's got a heap of footage on it that we've taken over the last couple of days. A good reason to dump the footage off the drone regularly.
I want you climbing the tree.
James
We
thinks
are
it's a great
so
idea.
far from a hospital.
Yeah, I know we're a long way from a hospital. I'm not going to fall out of the tree. It's a pine tree. They're the easiest trees to climb. There's no way, if it was a gum tree like that, I wouldn't stand a chance. This is all going to be over soon and you're going to be like, oh, that was nowhere near as bad as I thought.
Or you're going to fall out of the tree and I'm going to have to carry you back to the car.
Oh, no. If I fall out of the tree, you won't be carrying me.
And then
I'll be fine.
the children will be...
I just got to duck up this tree. It's like 10 metres. It's nothing.
It's a 30-metre pine tree, Simon.
It's not 30 metres, Elizabeth.
Why didn't you?
I'll be able to just get... I think I'll be able to get up halfway. I'll be able to get up halfway and then hopefully shake the tree enough.
How are you even going to get to the top branch?
You're going to help me.
Oh, you want me to help you hurt
You
yourself?
put some gear down.
I can't believe he's actually gonna climb this. Everyone stand back! Don't stand.
I just want to go... No.
Yeah, I'm going to climb the tree.
Jamesy, come back.
Dad,
Jamesy, come back.
I'll go better one. You will that one and the way pull you up.
Yeah, that won't work, mate.
Like a pulley, yeah. Hey, a pulley.
What if we just chop the tree down? I'm going to go get the chainsaw to chop the tree down. Are they snapping on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. Hard to tell. Okay.
Hey, Dad, what have you got?
All right, Simon's got the drone in his hands, but he's got to try and climb down now with the drone. He's got the drone, but we've now just got to get it back down and Simon back down safely. So this is the next phase. Oh yeah, if you think you could get it out, I could fly it down.
That's why I just turned it off to try and save the battery here.
Okay. Do you want to try and fly it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Righto, straight forward.
You got it. You got it.
Other stick, straight down. Yeah.
You did it.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Dad,
Yeah, mate.
are you going to get down or not?
Yeah, mate.
You've just got to come down carefully. You're almost there, Dar. Don't ever do that to me again, you idiot. Oh, I can't believe you went all the way up there.
Oh, what a mission. Don't crash your drone into trees. Lucky that was a pine tree. Well, yeah, no way I would have got it otherwise. I got up the top there, I could see it, but the tree was right at the top and the tree was too thin to climb. So I got a few marks on me. Yeah, the tree was too high to climb that fast. I was just shaking the tree, hoping it would come out. I just waited for a gust of wind, timed it with that, shook it, and it fell, but it sort of, I couldn't see, it was bouncing off branches as it was coming towards me. I couldn't see where it was going to go, and it pretty much crashed into my face. And I grabbed it and then caught my breath, and then I held it out while Liz fired it up and flew it out and landed it. And then I'd just climb back down the tree. And if anyone's climbed trees much, you know getting down's harder than getting up. But yeah, made it. Few busters. Yeah, few scrapes and scratches, but I'm all right.
In the meantime, I'm like reliving my paramedic, like spinal board training with like, where's the nearest hospital, Emergency Plus app, where's all the first aid gear, it's in the car, in the backpack.
Yeah.
Just, you know, imagining a life as a widow.
And now what's classic is check out what the kids are doing.
Should just mention that I tried to talk Simon out of this. Simon also has a background in working at heights. He used to be a metal roofer that used to do industrial metal roofs, so often up, you know, on massive industrial buildings, walking on a beam with a metal sheet roof, a metal sheet over his head. Yeah, I could never watch Simon at work. That used to terrify the bejeebers out of me. So it's no longer his career, but he is pretty sure-footed. Don't try this at home.
Well, not exactly what I thought I'd be using this strap for when we got it, but it's done the job anyway, of recovery from a tree to get a drone, not recovering a vehicle. But anyway, came in handy.
Is that thanks for grabbing that rope, Liz?
Good idea.
Good idea, Liz.
Not at all what you thought I was going to use it for, though. She grabbed it thinking I was going to be able to sling it up there and shake the tree with the strap. But yeah, no.
I
use it as a climbing rope.
Least dangerous to most dangerous approach.
Most effective to least effective. You're doing it wrong.
No. Path of least resistance and damage.
I wasn't going to have a beer today, but it's beer time now.
Yeah, I'll drive you home.
Let's do that.
I'll drive you home. So this is the last standing pillar of a massive bluff that used to be here. It's just the last remaining one after the wind and weather has just eroded the rest away. So it's really, really cool. There's obviously lots of caves and holes and just little nooks and crannies to explore inside it.
Oh, we made it home without any further incidents. That's good.
Simon was saying on the way back, he's like, I'm like, I can't believe you did that for a drone. He's like, if someone said to you, I'll give you $2,000, because that's pretty much what it would cost us to replace the drone, to climb that tree, I'd do it. And I'm like, no way would I do it for that. He goes, I'd do it for $100.
For $2,000, would you climb it? Because that's what it was really about. It'd be at least $2,000 or $3,000 for us to replace that drone. It'd probably be $5,000 or $6,000 because I'd upgrade it. I'd take the opportunity to upgrade. But yeah, anyway, it was worth it. Got the drone back, it still flies too.
Alright, so some of you might be wondering how we go running our big appliances off-grid. So this morning I'm just going to show you what we've got going on. So over here I've just made 2 cups of coffee. The dishwasher's been running for 2 hours. I've just also been running the Thermomix making a risotto because we're going to go for a drive this afternoon and we're probably going to get back late, so I just wanted to make dinner now. Over here Simon is video editing with his laptop and we've got a heap of cameras on charge ready to go. We have got a 2600 watt Enerdrive inverter. We've had this same inverter over 2 different setups for the last 2 years If you want to know more about our electrical system, go watch our walk around videos of our new titanium. And if you want to know more about how to spec a system for you, go check out our off-grid episodes. There's 2 on electrical systems there. So one is all about what they do, like the theory behind it, and then one is a real life application, how to work it all out so that you can work out what you want to run and what setup you should be looking at if you want to run large appliances. Yeah, so that's what we've got going on. The kids are just outside playing in the campground, which we've now got all to ourselves again. Hopefully they're not in the same bush that they had the ticks in last night, but it is what it is. Interesting fact, someone said last night, oh, be careful of Lyme's disease. It's our understanding that there is no Lyme's disease in Australia. If you are looking, go check out Survival. They're our mates. We've got a discount code for them. It's in the description below. But yeah, definitely get yourself one of those little spoon things. They're the easiest thing to do. So the plan for today is we like to get a lot of work done early in the morning while our minds are fresh, especially if we're doing blogs or writing emails to people, Simon's video editing. You're just so much more productive with that time. So this is how we usually structure our days. We just wake up, have coffee, have a chat. Simon rips in, I watch the kids, we do schoolwork, whatever that is, or whatever we've got on. And then we go exploring in the afternoon. So this plan this afternoon is that there's a 4-wheel drive track up to the head of Carnarvon Gorge. So we're going to attempt to do that. And going prepared is something that I've learned over the last 2 years. So what I've done is I've made a risotto. I've preheated our thermoserve bowl, which is I've put boiling water in that to like you would with a thermos. You preheat it and then you put your food in it. That is going to keep that food hot for at least 5 or 6 hours. That way we can spend time enjoying the sunset from the top, which is the plan. The other good thing about cooking dinner early is that we use power that we'll be able to regenerate throughout the day rather than cooking at night time. Then we don't regenerate that power until the next day, if that makes sense. So it just means your batteries stay higher for longer. And we've got the dishwasher running now, like I just said. Thermomixed for half an hour, 2 rounds of coffee, and a 2-hour and 15-minute cycle on the dishwasher. And Simon's been video editing, and we're at 89%. So, like, the system just works. As long as you've got good solar, the system works. So we're in the middle of Carnarvon National Park in a campground that has absolutely no service. Just living like you would in a normal home. And bloody love it, because it means it's for us it's really sustainable because we have these luxuries like a dishwasher and hot water and, appliances that cook for you. It means that we're not craving that going home feeling. Like I remember when we were in the camper trailer and we would go away for a long weekend, 4 nights. And, by day 4, you have that like, oh, I can't wait to get back to the shower, or I can't wait to get back to my own bed. I don't ever get that feeling. And I think that's why we're going to stay on the road for a very long time. So yes, this setup is probably over the top for most people, but for a home, for an indefinite home for a family, I think we've bloody nailed the setup for us. So yeah, really happy with how it's all working out. Loving the dishwasher. Lots of people asking about how the dishwasher's going. The straps that Simon used, we've had to tighten them once. We noticed that it moved once. So yeah, we're just keeping an eye on those, just tighten them. But other than that, it's bloody brilliant. It uses about 7 litres of water. We probably run it on average 3 times every 2 days, and I bloody love it. I reckon it's the best thing for keeping the van clean, for organising the dishes, for just making our space feel nicer, to not be doing dishes. I know I'm going to make lunch. I swear I make food all day long. Where are we off to today, darling?
Today's little adventure is going to be a bit of a 4-wheel drive track. We're hoping it's going to take us up to, well, it says the head of Carnarvon Creek, which we think means we're going to get to see the top end of Carnarvon Gorge itself. We don't really know. We're figuring it out as we go. There's a couple of things to check out along the way as well, which we're excited to see. The mahogany forest and a couple of other things that people have told us is really worthwhile checking out. It's rumoured to be 42 Ks, the track, and they say allow 3 hours return.
Look at him. He wants to just jump up in front of you. There is some massive roos getting around here, some really, really big ones. The kind that you just, yeah, you wouldn't get too close to.
Yeah, pretty easy drive so far, nothing too challenging. It's just pretty much a cruisy fire trail. Bit rocky, up and down in a few little hills, but the biggest challenge is up and down those little mounds they put in the track to stop erosion. It's pretty much the gnarliest bit of it so far, but we'll see how it goes. It might get more intense. Steep, boys. We're starting to gain a fair bit of elevation. Track's a little bit rocky and scrabbly, but certainly nothing too gnarly. Awesome views out over my shoulder though, out to the whatever direction that is. Out to the south, I think it is. Now, as much as I love a four-wheel drive track, it's a bit of fun and interesting. Even though this one's not that gnarly, if we get some good views from the top, it'll be worth it. And I reckon, judging by that, it's going to be a cracker. I did just realise as I was saying how this track's not that gnarly. I'm not a very good YouTuber. Like, I probably should be telling you this is the craziest thing I've ever done, and oh my goodness, will we make it? Are we going to crash? Oh, is it too steep? Can the Ranger do it? It's just not my nature. Sorry. I don't like talking stuff up. This is getting proper steep now though, just quietly. Now that I've said that, this is steep.
Full drive top.
No, low range. I probably should have done it earlier, but that was starting to get pretty steep. That's better. You can just crawl up it now.
You coming up, boys?
Wowzers, how about that for a view, eh? That is incredible. There's like, I don't know, it's not just this foreground, there's mountains right out as far as you can see, right out to the horizon.
Yeah, you get every shade of blue.
Oh, look at it heading up in there in that canyon. That's unreal.
There must be at least 9 layers.
Unfortunately, I'd love to fly the drone here. Unfortunately, you can't fly the drone in this section of the park. So, yeah, otherwise it'd be an awesome perspective. But I don't know, we're pretty high as it is. This would be nice at sunrise because we're looking into the sun at the moment, but earlier in the day with the sun behind us, lighting this up would be epic.
Well, even sunset here would be beautiful.
Wow. Okay, so this is the mahogany forest. So weirdly, just as we crested that hill, I was filming out the window, the dust cloud behind us, which just quietly looks wicked with the sun shining through it, just instantly changed the vegetation. We've still got the low cycads, and there's a lot of this around this vine you can see growing on that tree behind me here. I'll just poke this out the window to that vine there, which I'm pretty sure is called Happy Wanderer. It's quite a common landscaping plant, a cool native climber. It has these purple flowers on it. Oh, there's one out Liz's window with purple flowers on it under that cycad.
They're so tall and they're so beautiful.
So we just come up to the sign that says head of the Carnarvon Creek. There's a two-wheel track going that way that says no vehicles. So we're just going to pull up here, maybe go for a wander down this track and see what we find. I'm really hoping we're going to get views of the main gorge. It looks like we might if I look through there. So As you can tell, the kids are excited, so let's get going.
Packing the essential stuff.
Yeah. We've got lollies and muesli bars for the kids. Beer for Dad. Wine for Mum. We could be here a while. No idea how far we're going to walk or what we're going to find, but let's get out there and see what we find, eh? He's a character, that one. So we're just saying, we don't really know. There wasn't a lot of information about this. As I've said a couple of times, we don't really know where this goes or if it goes anywhere. Well, that track didn't really lead anywhere. We eventually got to a locked gate that again said management access only. Maybe that is just a fire trail. So we're just coming for a walk back up. We're just back up to the car now. Just having a bit of a wander around, see if we can see a track or anything. We were sort of expecting some sort of lookout or something to be able to sit down and have a nice arvo sundowner and watch the sun go down. But yeah, maybe we misinterpreted what was here. So this is the headwaters of Carnarvon Creek. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe this is the trail. Bit disappointed. That first little knoll was a bit of a false peak. Then we just come up the next one, following what I'm pretty sure is just a pig track or an animal track, not a walking track through the long grass. And it's not really much of a view. Yeah, not really a view of anything. You can see a lot off in the distance out that way. You can tell it sort of drops away and this way too, but it's still hundreds of meters away and just through thick, long grass with no real track to follow. So I don't know, what are you thinking, Dale? We might have to call it.
I think so. I think it's beautiful, but it's not what I imagined by any stretch of the imagination. So I reckon
we're going back to the car.
I reckon we go back to that lookout, the sunset one, the sunrise one that we thought would be good at sunrise. And have a little snack there.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I'm thinking maybe that lookout we stopped at on the way up.
Yeah.
Might be a cracking spot to sit and watch the sun go down. We can back the ute up there at the edge and sit on the tailgate and have a couple of sundowners and then head back to camp. What is it, James?
It's lovely.
It's lovely, is it?
Yep.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this episode here. We're going to sit back, chill out with a couple of drinks, watch the sunset, and we will see you next. Our travel episode will be the eastern side of Carnarvon Gorge, but there might be a few off-grid videos in between. Maybe even a 76 update.
Yeah, we don't really know what we're doing content-wise, but there's a video every Sunday, and you can check them out here. It'll be us doing something, that's for sure. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the like button. If you do enjoy our content, it really does help us out if you subscribe to the channel, and then that way YouTube will notify you when we put out content and awesome videos like the one you just watched. And don't forget to leave us a comment, let us know. I did find out on the way back, not mahogany, stringy bark, that's what they are. Stringy bark trees. So I'm guessing maybe the early settlers thought they were mahogany or something like that, and that's how it got its name. Not really sure. If you know, let us know. Leave us a comment. Anything else in this episode you think we got wrong? Let us know. What did we get right? Let us know. We love hearing from you.
If you've got epic photos of the creek, like the head of the creek, please post them. Send it to us.
Did we miss something? I don't know.
I feel like we missed something, but there's only so much you can walk around and follow trails. All right, guys, I've got a glass of red wine. Call on my name.
Rightio, we'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday. Now, what is this called? The circuit? The circuit drive?
So, like, it's been a big day. Like, things been happening.
Oh, you got that shit thing in your head.
That's all right.
Is your really shadow on me? Is that your hat in my face? That's better. I'll just stand on my tippy toes.
When I say even later, there's going to be like orange stuff over there.
Orange stuff, is there?
Instead of white stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to another episode called Drinky Drinks with Liz. Quietly, I look beautiful in this light. Do I always look this beautiful? Come be friends on Instagram for the bangers.
And me.
No mash, just bangers. Banging photos.
Caught behind